Hey, what's up guys? Lindsey here. I've got Spider-Man number 238. Now this is Spider-Man has Miles Morales, not Peter Parker. I like the idea of Miles, I like his power, I like his costume, I just think he's a little bit too young. Like if he was a little bit older and, you know, less of a little bit of a bitch, I would like him. But you know, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, one of my favorite characters of all time, Peter Parker that is. But the last Spider-Man stuff I read was Venom Inc. and that just, that took a lot out of me. So I was like, you know what, I'll pick this up. Kind of got a cool cover. I didn't even connect that this is Sandman back here because I'm an idiot. But let's get into this. So we've got, this is the new Sinister Six, and this guy right here is Miles' uncle. I forget his name, but I know he was previously the Prowler. So let's look at our lineup of Sinister Six. We got Miles' uncle wearing the Iron Spider suit. Loving the black and the gold, yeah, to tell you, Miles' uncle. Sandman, who is, like, always kind of lame to me until he does something cool. Like, I always forget he's kind of cool, just based on his outfit, I think. And then we have this female Electro, which, how, as a woman, can you put that costume on and feel good about yourself? Like, come on, that's the lamest version, lamest costume Electro, and you just were like, yeah, I like it. I like the star on my face. It's like, come on, get a tailor, get your own suit made. Got Hobgoblin, this guy who I think is called the Spot or something like that. He can make portals, essentially. Got this woman named Bombshell, I've never heard of her, and then she's got her teenage daughter there. Yeah, bring your teenage daughter to the Sinister Six hideout day? You know, I kind of lost it on that one, but it's, don't do that. Even if your kid knows you're a criminal, probably just, like, protect him a little bit from your shitty life. And we find out that they're doing some sort of heist. They're stealing a S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, because apparently S.H.I.E.L.D. is kaput for the time being, so they're stealing it. And they want to know, Sandman wants to know who they're stealing it from. He would feel better, and I don't know if that's the case. Like, if you're stealing something, or stealing who they're stealing it for. If you were stealing something that serious, and then like a week later you see that a S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier has killed like 1 million people, would you want to know who did it, or would you not? That's a personal preference thing. When it comes to stealing, I probably would not want to know, even though I hate surprises. And that would definitely end in a surprise reveal. And he's like, we're stealing it for a bad guy. Don't worry about this. And Hobgoblin wants to know, when's this going down? Apparently they got all their ducks in a row. So Iron Spider says, how about right now? Right now? That's the exact type of face I would do. I don't need a lot of prep for stuff, but if I'm about to steal a S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier with 5 other people, I guess 6 with Bombshell's teenage daughter, just let me know in advance. I gotta get mentally ready to do that kind of shit. And he's like, you got something else you dressed up for tonight, Hobgoblin? I mean, yeah, how long does that take you to put on? I mean, you're dressed already. All dressed up, got nowhere to go, but you do. I just thought we'd do a practice run, which I don't know how you do a practice run for this situation, but whatever. And they're like, you know, Iron Spider, let's just do it. I kind of find it weird that I think he's just a regular guy, but just because he's got the fancy suit, he's the leader. That seems kind of odd to me, but I mean, it's not like the Spot's gonna be the leader. Or female Electro. And he doesn't have a lot of dialogue, but you know what? I'm into it. So apparently a Hulk is sort of guarding over this helicarrier. But then they're gonna wait for a shift change, just like in every single heist movie ever, the shift change. And he ends up saying, we have 27 minutes with no physical guard presence. That's a long ass time. And Sandman even says, man, that's forever, dude. If you play Payday, you can do everything in 27 minutes. I love this plan. Right now, it's okay, Hobgoblin, reel it in. You're supposed to be a bad guy. I understand that you also don't like surprises. But okay. Look at this shit. Old woman Laura. As if you want to read about X-23 anyway. What about if she's super old? And you can't even tell she's old because she's wearing this, like, black spandex highlighter suit. Nobody wants this. No one wants this. You're gonna make a movie called Laura now? So the rest of the team wants to know who's the teenager, and it's Bombshell's daughter, and they're like, is this gonna be cool? Because even if your parent is a villain, you still don't want to be involved in anything they're doing because of your parents. Parents are fucking lame. Alright? So, like, I guess she can come. And we get a little scene between, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Gank or Gank. It's Miles Morales' Asian best friend. You find out that his uncle was previously dead. The guy who's Iron Spider in this was previously dead. And that's a little bit, that'll throw a wrench in anything. Like, I wasn't that close to my grandpa, but if he came back from the dead, it'd probably be an issue if I had to guess, you know what I'm saying? So we see them. We see the Red Hulk. He's sort of going off shift. We're getting everyone ready. He's like, wait for my signal. The Spot, I hope that's his name, otherwise I look like a dummy. He creates all these portals. So they get in all their respective locations, but you find out this piece of shit daughter texts Miles where their location is. Because she doesn't even want to really be doing it. What kind of kid doesn't want to be doing crime? Wasn't this normally what happens is kids do crime and the parents have to chastise them for it? But what do you do when your mom's a criminal? I'd like to see that Lifetime movie. But it's like, just do it. You think you're not going to get any of the pay? If your mom gets hella paid on this, you're going to reap some sort of benefits. Don't be texting Miles. Come on now. So everyone's playing their little part. Sandman's doing this. Hobgoblin is sort of watching for the skies. Iron Spider Uncle, hit me, baby. I kind of like him. I like him, dude. Hits a signal. The bombshells, they do explosions on something. It opens up, and we see the shield helicarrier just coming out of the water. This woman is controlling it. It's not damaged too bad, and then you see this. You're attempting to steal something that is super hard to steal. I feel like candy, and then at the top is shield helicarrier is like from like the Hope Diamond or whatever. It's like, come on, can you be a little enthused? I know you're a teenager, but come on, this shit's cool. And the mom's super excited, like, oh my god, I'm doing crime with my daughter. It's what I always wanted. Come on. Hobgoblin here is just like, oh, the skies are pretty clear. Hobgoblin, you didn't even really have to do shit, so I don't know what you were worried about, son. And you see this smells like a foot? Oh, that's what we're doing? We're doing that? Okay, and we see Miles. I just want to know, where the fuck did he come from? Because this is way up here. The shield helicarrier is way up here. Hobgoblin is somewhere near it, and then Miles just comes out of fucking nowhere, and it kicks him one time. And he just is like, yo man, did I step on your line? You need a do-over? And I just don't know about Miles' quips right here. He's like, well, what do you call a guy who can't take one measly spider foot to the goblin face? And it's good that he's not letting him fall to his death, I guess. But I'm not a fan of the one-hitter quitter that we see in a lot of SJW type stuff. Like, I want to see an actual fight. You know what I'm saying? So, Spider-Man's here. We all see that. And the mom cannot fucking believe it. She's like, are you kidding me? After all I've done for you? And she's just like, tee-hee, yeah, I contacted Spider-Man because we were in a heist or whatever. And heists are lame. Are you kidding me? Are you? What? Apparently this took a lot of planning. I think this daughter has a death wish. She wants to get fucking murdered. Because this isn't going to go unpunished. This is like, if she doesn't kill her daughter, this is going to be a thing she brings up all the time. Where the daughter does something and the mom's going to be like, you ungrateful. You didn't let us steal the fucking shield helicarrier. And she's like, Mom, I said thank you for the pizza. And it's like, you fucking bitch. So, it's just, and then we get a case of mistaken identity where the Red Hulk is actually back doing his security job he's supposed to be doing. And of course he attacks Spider-Man because that's what, Spider-Man, he can't ever catch a break. I don't know why people always think the worst of Spider-Man. I can't recall an event, maybe, you know what, because I haven't been reading this, Miles. I read the very end of the Ultimate Spider-Man where he appeared and the series after that. So I don't know how long this series has been going on, but has he been doing just straight up mischievous, bad publicity stuff to warrant being just straight up attacked? Because I feel like you can depend, you know what, go at Spider-Man as if he's a good guy first and then ask some questions. Don't just immediately treat him like a villain. Like, what did he do? What did this man do? So he and Red Hulk, they get into a little bit of a squabble. They're going down. Everything's sort of... they fall all the way down and they end up in the water. I guess I can show it because I mostly showed it. They're fighting. He's... Apparently this Miles Morales, he does have the Venom Blast, which I knew about, but he has Venom Blast webbing now, which is kind of cool. The kind of like new thing. That's really what I like about him, is that's the power that's good. And then, of course, all hell is breaking loose, really, and this woman is like, I'm gonna just at least give my daughter a beating she will never forget. And Sandman's like, don't lay one more hand on her. I'm her mother. I can beat the shit out of my kid if I want. You know, that's so sad, but there are people... I think there are people out there who, they have a kid. They're holding their baby in their arms. They're like, I can't wait to beat the shit out of you one day when you challenge my authority. I will not be disrespected. Baby who we haven't even named yet. Stay in your circle, Sandman. I made this my circle. Is that? I don't think that's a thing that people say. This is my circle, and I will stand my ground. Like, come on. And I always sort of forget that... Oh, I gotta show this. Sandman does something cool. Yeah, I'll show this. I always forget that Sandman is kind of cool. So, Red Hulk and Miles are on the top of the helicarrier. They're about to fight, and Sandman just takes this opportunity to be like, nope. And he just blasts them off, and that's what sends them tumbling down into the water. But, oh, you know what? How does Sandman recoup all his particles? How does he do that? Is he just constantly generating sand? Or if Sandman runs out of sand, can he just go get some regular sand and just incorporate it into his body? So many questions I have about the Sandman. And then it ends with... These are Miles' parents, and Cable is there, and she's like, I'm Miles' mother, apparently Cable has some sort of plans for Miles, and she's like, if you want my son to be a part of whatever you're working on, I'm gonna need to speak to the person in charge. And obviously Cable's in charge. If you want my son to be a part of whatever you're working on, I'm gonna need you to speak to the person in charge. And that makes Cable bad. It's just like, ugh. If Cable shows up on your doorstep and he wants you, he's gonna get you. No matter how much of a mom face and a may I speak to the manager tone you're going to give him. Cable is from the future. He is transcended. He lives in an age where nobody speaks to the manager. Where all those women have been rounded up into camps and just obliterated from this earth. So if you're stepping a Cable with that may I see the manager, shit, girl. Child, it ain't going to go down. This comic wasn't bad. It really didn't have a whole lot of... Miles being Spider-Man in it, maybe that's what made it work. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what made it work. I don't know. Oh yeah, look how tough this woman is. She's certainly tougher than this guy. Yeah, whatever. Why don't you know what? Eat it, Miles' mom. Fucking eat it. Alright guys, have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe.